How you doing today, ladies and gentlemen? On today's show on Talk That Talk, we're going to talk about real estate and how real estate in the Black communities, how we can help them be able to be homeowners. My today's guest is Miss.
Hello, everyone. My name is Deirdre Corbett, and I'm the owner of Just Listed Real Estate here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. So today I'm going to be asking her a few questions so you can get an understanding of how to become a homeowner. So right now I'm going to go to the first question, and I thank you for viewing in and watching this show. So the first question is, how did you get started in real estate?
I started in real estate 13 years ago. I moved from Pittsburgh to South Euclid and then to Columbus. My first job was I was a nurse by trade, Air Force retiree. So I served 20 years in the United States Air Force. And then I still wanted to continue with some type of job that provided service to our community.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing.
Mhm.
And I thank you for taking the opportunity to help others in real estate
Yes, of
to
course.
get houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what do your credit score has to be in order to be able to purchase a home?
Okay, so with housing disparities here in Columbus, there are different banks that offer different products for people with various credit scores. So I know a couple banks in the local area that will entertain credit scores of 590 to 600. So in order for you to obtain any free down payment assistance programs, your credit score should be at least a 640.
Yeah.
The higher your credit score, the lower your interest rate, which means that the lower your mortgage will be.
Yes. Wow. Well, it takes some work, but it's all worth it at the end.
Yes, it
Yes.
takes some work. For example, George here is one of my past clients, and he
Yes.
reached out to me for the podcast. And I just want to make everyone aware that 1968, the Fair Housing Act came into play.
Yes.
And that's because in the 60s, we all noticed that there was a disparity between blacks and whites when you purchased homes.
Yes.
When a black family would go to the bank, their interest rate would be a lot higher than that of their white counterparts. Therefore, they made it unaffordable for black people to purchase homes.
Mhm.
So I went to one conference, and we looked at the disparities of black home ownership in the inner city versus the suburbs. So meaning black families versus the whites. So they showed an example of two soldiers. They got out the military, and one went to the bank, was a black man. He said he was trying to purchase a home, and his interest rate was, say, for example, 15%. A white family went to the same bank, and their interest rate was like 7% for the same community to purchase the home. So it took the black gentleman time to save up money because he was determined to buy a house. So by the time he was able to purchase his first home, the white family that we're using it as in the example was upsizing at that point.
Yes.
So he had already purchased his first home, sold that home, and bought a bigger home. So and we're still faced with the same statistics as we were in the 60s. We haven't moved much.
Wow.
So in 1963, it was about 24% of African Americans that own home in Columbus and the surrounding areas.
Wow.
Here we are in 2024, and we're only at 32%.
Wow.
So we still haven't moved very much in
Long
a
way
way
to go.
of home ownership in our community.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some work out here to do.
Yes.
That's why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. So, is there any home loan programs to help blacks and minorities to own a home?
Yes, there are quite a few home programs here in Columbus. And surprisingly so, they are offered, but a lot of us do not take advantage of these programs. And I'm talking about $15,000 to $20,000 that these banks will allow you to assist you into purchasing your home. So you can use that money for a rate buy down. And if you buy down a rate, that means your mortgage is cheaper. You can use it as down payment, closing costs, different things like that. So it makes it available. They make it available for you, but we just have to learn as a community that it's there and have the mindset of not being a renter and going to home ownership.
Oh, yes, that's the key word, mindset of being a
Yes,
renter.
yes. We have to come out of that mindset of what we've been taught. So the banks that are local here in Columbus are Huntington Bank, Park National, and Chase.
Okay.
Those are the three banks that offer that $15,000 to $20,000. Now, of course, with every type of program, and these are grants, money that does not need to be paid back.
Yeah.
There will be guidelines and stipulations. Okay.
Okay.
So some of these programs, you have to live within the city limits, meaning Columbus City
yes.
schools.
Okay.
Some of them are income driven, meaning you cannot make so much to qualify for them.
Oh,
Okay. And some of them are in LMI tracks, which is low to moderate income areas. They will only let you borrow in those areas. Now, there are programs in Franklin County. Mod Hill is a home ownership fund program. There's Homes on the Hill, the Urban League, and there's Homeport. In addition, CMHA. So CMHA, we would often know the Section 8 program. Okay. So the Section 8 program is known to help renters. However, there are a lot of people that are not aware that CMHA offers two different programs to help with home ownership. The one program assists you in paying a portion of your mortgage instead of your rent, and the other one helps you. You'll set up an account, and you'll save a certain amount.
Yeah.
And then CMHA matches that certain amount, so that when you're ready and prepared to purchase the home, you have your down payment already set.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. For minority like me, a veteran. Besides like the VA loan, is there any other programs for
yes,
Black veterans?
Yes. So if you are a veteran and served any of our branches of the military, you have what we call a DD-214.
Yes.
That's your certificate of eligibility, of which you have to have an honorable discharge in order to qualify. Okay, with that certificate of eligibility, all of our veterans, retirees, and current active duty military do not have to pay a down payment on the home.
Wow.
But you do have to pay closing costs.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So, but in addition to the VA program, there are FHA products, of which we've already discussed.
Yes. Yes.
And conventional loans.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so what changes do you think we can be made to help inform home buyers better be prepared when they buy loans?
Go to
get a loan.
Okay, so our community needs to be educated more, and the resources are available, but we just don't take advantage of those resources.
Okay.
Because as children, we're not taught to save money.
Yes,
we're not.
Key word, save money, y'all.
Yes. We're not taught the value of money.
Yes.
We're not provided generational wealth as that of our counterparts.
Yes.
You know, you're born in other than a Black family. You know, your grandmother or grandfather set aside money for you for college, for, you know, your first house, your first car. We don't have that in the Black community. Right. So I would say, you know, it starts with saving, changing our mindset, because if Joe Blow can buy a house, I can buy a house too. You know, it may not be your forever home, but we have to start from somewhere. Yeah. So you start off with a starter home, and then you move your way up to that. Maybe, you know, the family has increased, you know, you had a couple kids or whatever. Yeah. So you need a larger house, maybe a better community, so on and so forth. But it's just all about the mindset and moving forward to know that you can.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Well, wrapping this up, I wanted to give her the floor so she can tell anybody who want to contact her or get in contact on purchasing the house?
Okay, so once again, my name is Deirdre Corbett. I'm the owner and broker of Just Listed Real Estate here in Columbus, Ohio, eastern side of the city. We have 8 agents here that service Springfield, Dayton, and I also have a small brokerage in Cleveland that services Cuyahoga County. If you need to reach out, you have any questions, if you just want to get started and just have a consult, please give me a call at 614-446-5440. Once again, that's 614-446-5440. Or you can email me at dcorbett, C-O-R-B as in boy, E-T-T, 227@gmail.com. And if you just want to go on the home search and you're online, go to www.justlistedrealestateoh.com. Thank you.
Wow. So that's a lot of information for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it helped you today. So until the next time, I thank you for joining us on Talk That Talk. So thank you. And once again, see you next week.
Okay. Was it good?
Yes.
Okay, was it good?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to play a little bit back or just a tiny bit? Just
Okay,
a small
sure,
segment
sure.
before you go. I know you. Wow.
I tried to write my notes, but isn't it sad that home ownership has only increased that little bit of percent in all those years?
Yes.
Almost 50 some years.
That's what this is the dialogue